Podcast, episode 17, take 1. Action.
Yeah, I guess you do. That's mad and professional. You gonna cut that out?
No. We're gonna let that live.
Contradictory
Check.
characters. My girlfriend explained that to me last night. What is this?
Episode 17,
Are you sure?
positive.
Absolute. We're back. Can I Kick It podcast, episode 17. We missed All-Star Weekend, but mostly because I didn't really support a gathering of thousands of people during COVID. Yeah, you didn't want me to say that, but you can cut it out.
We're gonna rephrase that as it was the All-Star break. We are all-stars. We took a break.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Let's go with that.
All right. So, we're back again. You know, it's been a couple weeks off. Raptors have lost a couple games. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think we're in any really real danger, and there's obvious reasons for it. Before we get started,
Just so we're clear, that is his opinion, not mine. The Raptors have lost 4 games in a row.
I'm not worried.
I'm not worried either.
But
Actually, no, I am worried.
okay, we'll talk about it. Let's just do some effective pre-production, and we'll talk about it.
Sounds
Staff
good.
meetings. Chef, there's a Legion of Doom in the back. They're always mad but never angry. Fire on. I hear you, Dutch. That's yours.
Facts.
I don't know where to draw lines. Don't know how to color either. My name's Kenyaga Malali. Welcome to the Can I Kick It podcast. This is my partner in crime here, August.
Yes. What's going on?
Real star of the show.
I don't know about all that.
It's too late. So, you know, we lost a couple games.
You say a couple. Four is not a couple.
4 is a quadruple. You're
Couple
right.
is 2.
Okay, we lost,
We lost a couple games twice in a row.
We lost the quadruple games.
Yeah. I'm not worried, but I am worried.
Why?
I'm worried. There's certain things that are outside of our control,
Yes.
right? The Raptors squad is a decent squad.
Mm-hmm.
If they come back the next game and play, there's a good chance they're going to win. They're going to break the losing streak.
Yeah.
My worry is the things that are out of their control. Goes by the name of a little thing called COVID protocol.
Yep.
When you're missing 3 of your starters, Terrence Davis is back.
Yep.
He played the last game, so that's not bad. And Malachi Flynn. Like it's not a good thing. It doesn't help you get back on track without Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam.
But it is a good thing.
Are we going to hit me with because they're learning how to play without them?
Not that they're learning how to play without them, but the Raptors really do depend on depth to, you know.
They do, but you're going for moral victories.
No, it's not. I mean, yes, in a way, you know, yes. Also, if it's the 3 starters like OG, Pascal, and Fred, I'm okay. I'd rather you get it now and not have it later.
That's true. That's true.
Right? I'd rather you
But-
get it now and not have it later.
We don't know if they've contracted COVID-19, first of all. Second of all, a lot of people just say, oh, get COVID-19 and get it over with. We don't know how people come back from having COVID-19. Some
Fair
people
enough.
are asymptomatic, some people aren't.
Fair
right?
enough.
And lastly, we don't even know if they contracted COVID-19. It's COVID protocol. They won't tell you who's got it. I have the suspicion that somebody has it, but I doubt that all 3 of them has it. And the other ones are just in protocol because they were in close contact with whoever has it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
not to
I
say
mean-
that they don't contract it later on down the line.
I mean, none of them could have it, and they could have been. People have dinners together all the time, right?
This
From
is true.
opposing teams, they might have friends on other teams, and so on and so forth. My one worry about it is that Kyle Lowry will get burnt out, but you know he's been playing really well over those 2 games that we lost. 4 games, sorry, that we lost. It sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in a bucket hat mood. I don't know why I didn't throw it on.
That's okay. You can edit all of this out. You can probably do like a graphic one until now, and then just anyway. So I watched a couple games. The Detroit one was whichever. I can't remember who we played after that. It was somebody decent, but we didn't have everybody that we needed.
So we were winning.
We've been winning a lot of those.
Yeah, we came back to 500. I came on this podcast and called out the haters.
Yeah, you
let
did
them
do
know
that.
we appreciate their patience, but we're back. And then they never won another game. They lost to Detroit after the COVID cancellation.
Yes. And then
COVID cancellation on Sunday night, postponement on Sunday night, then the Tuesday game was postponed. Then they had to play Detroit with no coaches and no players, basically.
and
then they had a back-to-back against Boston with one coach and no players, basically. All-Star break, they lost to Atlanta on that last-second shot, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And then that was followed up with what we witnessed last night, turnaround three-point jump shots and all.
I know you said don't say it, but somebody just was you know what? Let me not even. Atlanta's a good team, and I respect the way that they won that game. They fought hard for that, and I respect the way the Raptors played. I'm not exactly mad about that loss. The Detroit one, I think you could have played better. This Charlotte one, I have to say that LaMelo Ball can ball. I will say that. However, I watched the game, and I'm like, from the minute you guys started playing, you guys celebrate after every basket.
Well, they did hit 11 three-pointers in the first quarter.
3 of them, was it 3, 4 from Melo Ball?
Yeah,
But does that mean you celebrate after every basket?
I don't know. If there's a moral victory, I look at that game like the Raptors started terribly, but they didn't play too bad after that terrible start.
No. I mean, they've been starting terribly. They started terribly as well.
You give up 11 three-pointers in the first quarter, there's a very good chance you're going to lose that game.
Yeah, in the first quarter. Exactly. Right? But
Yeah.
you're missing so much. I don't understand a team if you – and let's be clear about how this whole scenario went. We killed Charlotte twice in Tampa.
This
It's
is true.
not killed, but there were close games, but we won them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Albeit at the beginning of the season. I'm not sure if it was preseason or not. It's whichever, but we killed them twice. So I understand the zealot, attitude and the
bravado.
the bravado that you want to beat this team. However, I think what is Charlotte's record?
Charlotte is,
Are they in the playoffs?
I believe so. They're ahead of the Raptors for sure.
They're playing well. They're a good team, right? But I just think what it shows me, watching that game, is that they're young. If they want to win that game, or they want to win in the playoffs, there's none of that. You can't be celebrating once you go on a run,
Charlotte's holding down the 6th spot right now.
And Raptors
Well, they're
are
tied
in.
with Boston for 5th. They're 19 and 18.
Boston's a dumpster fire,
Yeah. The Raptors have lost 4 in a row
and they're sitting where?
after winning 6 in a row.
Yeah. So where are they sitting?
Yeah.
They lost 4 in
They're
a row with
17 and
half
21.
the team, though, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, COVID fucked them over.
COVID got them. You know what I mean? Which
Because-
I expected at some point in the season.
Oh, shoot. They didn't win 6 in a row. My bad.
I think
they
they won,
lost 4 in a row after winning 4 in a row or something like
something
that.
like that, or 4 of 6 or something,
Yeah.
right? But so
they're 17 and 21 right now.
17 to 21, and what place are they in?
They're in 10th technically.
Technically,
but just so we're clear, 10th is 2.5 games out of 4th. So.
Exactly. Okay, so we're looking at a team that doesn't play at home, right? We always bring that up. We're looking at a team that has no home fans, and they lost not only, it's 3 or 4 rotation starters, and a bunch of coaching staff, right? That 4-game skid is expected to me. We don't have one of the greatest in the world playing on our team. Just saying that. Just want to say that because some other people lost 4 in a row and nobody thought it was reason for panic.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to panic, in all honesty. I'm worried about the whole COVID situation because I want these players back.
Yeah.
And for all I know, they could be gone for another 3 weeks. And if they're gone for another 3 weeks, I think the effect on the team is the Raptors continue to lose, and if they continue to lose, I think Kyle Lowry is gone.
No, they won't lose that fast, man. I mean, he's gone anyway next year.
I'm just saying he's gone anyway next year, and he's a G. Like, he's not leaving for nothing. I could pretty much guarantee you that when Kyle Lowry does leave in the summer,
He's gonna get overpaid.
he's gonna get paid, and wait, it's not like he's not being paid right now. We pay him $30 million.
Yeah, but somebody will
for the
overpay him
summer.
again.
True, but I don't think it's gonna be overpaid. And the reason why I say that is because Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul made Kyle Lowry some money.
Chris Paul
Chris
made what?
Paul made Kyle Lowry some money.
Explain.
When Chris Paul went to OKC last year and they said, oh, Chris Paul's in OKC, we're going to try to find a trade for him. My God, look at the money that he's making. He's like an older person in the twilight of his career.
Yeah.
Can he really? And OKC finished in 5th in the conference?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened? He was a hot commodity after they lost in the playoffs. There was talk about him possibly landing in Milwaukee. There was talk about him going to a myriad of teams that could use his services. He ended up going to Phoenix. Phoenix paid him heavy because they knew that, hey, OKC has a young team that needs to go places. Chris Paul can do what he did in OKC with our team. And lo and behold, what did he do? They're in 4th in the West right now.
Okay, but the other side of that is that before Chris Paul went to OKC, that was considered an untradeable contract.
It
right?
was.
They weren't really giving guys because you're 6'5" or you're 6'2", 6'1", right? You're aging. You're
Shorter.
not. You're shorter. You don't. You're older, so on and so forth. But I think that season, I think those work together. It's
But that's
yeah.
what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It brings it full circle.
Yeah.
What's going on, Chef Marlon?
Yo, so I got a question for you. If they living in Orlando, right?
You didn't want to be mic'd up.
My man didn't want to be mic'd up.
Pay U.S. money? I just thought about that. Are they get, do they get paid in U.S. money? I know, but do they take into consideration that they were living in Canada before?
Let's repeat that question. If they live in Orlando, he's talking about the Raptors. Are they getting paid in U.S. currency?
US fund. You know what I'm saying? Are they getting?
Just so we're clear, they get paid in U.S. currency at all times.
I know, but they're totally living in a different place right now. They're gonna have to
They're not paying anything to the Ontario or the Canadian government if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I have to pay the taxes.
Yeah, the players aren't paying the taxes up here. So just this is a debate. I'm gonna have to.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna
Why did you guys have mics?
You're an employee to a Canadian company. I just had a question.
Yeah, hold on. Truthfully, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I know.
I said I was gonna mic up you.
You?
I said I was gonna mic up you. You both declined,
And now you guys have questions.
and now here you are still in the show.
And bare input.
You're the one that's like talking.
Bare input.
Like, it's like my uncles at the fucking barbecue.
So to the best of my knowledge, when the players hit the road, let's say they were in Toronto, when they hit the road, they're paying state taxes in whatever city they're playing. So if the Raptors are playing Philadelphia, part of their salary is going to the state of Pennsylvania. If the Raptors are playing in Utah, part of their salary is going to the state of Utah. If they're playing in Los Angeles, part of their salary is going to the state of California.
Ergo, if they're playing in Tampa.
They're playing in Tampa, part of their salary is going to the state of Tampa, even though, state of Tampa, state of Florida. Peep the setup.
I just hope that you keep that the way that I kept February the 30th. Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to cut that out.
Yeah, all right, buds.
Nah, I'll leave it in. But I could be wrong. I'll look into it. I'll let you guys know if I was wrong.
Downtown Tampa.
They're forced to pay 2 mortgages. They're like 2 costs of living, you know?
Which is why Lowry sold his house. So everybody can stop that trade. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense because it's a contract year.
Yeah, the more words I hear from Chef Sherwood,
Is
the
more
I'm
pissed you're getting.
angry.
Yeah, I get it.
No. This, no apologies necessary. It's just he's stealing the show. with some great content
Content that we don't have our
and I
mic.
don't have a microphone on the man. Great questions, no microphone.
It was a handless mic. It was a mobile device. You would have had it on your
Nah, it's all
shirt.
good.
all right.
But yeah,
Sometimes it probably won't be good the things we're saying though. That's
Oh, okay. They're talking bad about us in the back.
we're angry black. We're not always gonna say nice things.
it's all good.
Please do captions for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we play this game against Atlanta. We lose by 1. In fact, we
hold on.
should have actually won that game,
Hold on. Let's wrap up the point that we were making before.
which is
The point that we were making before was the link between Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry.
'Kay.
Because when Kyle Lowry hits the offseason,
yeah.
there's a lot of recency bias in the NBA. Nobody's trying to reinvent the wheel. They see something work and they're trying to repeat it.
As in, what have you done for me lately?
No, not as in what have you done for me lately. It's they see people buy up a bunch of superstars and win a title. Now everybody wants to buy up superstars and win a title. They see Chris Paul flourish with a young squad and as an aging veteran bring them together. They look at Kyle Lowry as he's the next closest thing to Chris Paul. So now this offseason, you're going to see a bidding war for him because there's going to be teams with young squads that are going to want the Kyle Lowry type because Kyle Lowry can do exactly what Chris Paul is doing for Phoenix.
Yeah.
He's doing it for the Raptors right now.
Yeah.
Except the Raptors are at a point right now where they need to take the training wheels off and let Fred VanVleet go.
This podcast needs credibility. Chris Paul is way better than Kyle Lowry.
Weren't you the man that told me that Kyle Lowry is arguably the best point guard
In the
best
East?
pure point guard
In the East.
in the league?
In the East.
In the league.
In the East.
In the league.
In the East. Find the receipts.
Marlon,
What are you asking Marlon for? He doesn't have a fucking mic.
So week 16 or something? No, 14. Week 14. I was there. Week 14.
Exactly. In the East. Find the receipts. Find the receipts.
That was the best defense weekend too, I think.
First of all, don't go there. Go back in the kitchen with your micless self. You're damn right. I'm so sick of you. I said in the East.
all right, sure. You're acting like Kyle Lowry is a poor man's Chris Paul.
All I'm saying is, fam, I must say, like, yes, I do consider Kyle Lowry a poor man's Chris Paul. Almost said Rich Paul. I do consider him that.
Chris Paul.
But that's because, I mean, Chris Paul is Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry is the lesser version, right? Do I think? I think that Kyle Lowry does certain things better. I think he's a harder defender, right? I think he's much more applicable to more teams. But I'm just saying that I agree with you. That's how he's gonna get paid, but I think that's how both of them are getting paid. So I'm not really even arguing with you. I just want to pick up Kyle. That's
And
all.
I'm going to agree with you. Nice save because you made it seem like you're saying he's a lesser man. But what you were saying is that they're good players who do things well, who have different strengths.
Chris Paul is the better player.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you that. But Kyle Lowry is still one hell of a player.
One
and
hell
he's
of
got
a player.
different strengths.
Absolutely, yes. Okay. Let me take a moment out of this, actually, as we're going. My homie, my super talented homie, Detales, released an album the other day called Follows. Hashtag Follows is the way that it appears on the album cover, but
Album
follows.
in stores, a.k.a. in your
Yeah.
phones right now.
And, you know, in Toronto, I find that we got a certain kind of sound. This is a very different kind of sound. It's got a lot of vintage and a lot of new school mixed in together. So please check it out. One of my favorites is Go Time. That's what's out right now.
If I could just ask,
Yeah.
what is he a rapper? Is he a singer?
Rapper. Very
All right.
talented. I wouldn't even call him a rapper. I would call him a wordsmith.
Oh, word.
Yeah. He is actually. Actually, though, right? Which we have few of those
That's
now.
some serious critical acclaim.
It's not the same old I'm running him down in my J's and she gonna suck my dick shit. I mean, there's some she gonna suck, whatever. Anyway, there's shit that's happening, but you know, it's a good album. It's vintage. It's got a lot of fun. It's got a lot of great production. Shy the God. And if you start getting into that rabbit hole, you might find something new that you like. But it's a great album. Like, check it out. Honestly, lyrically, it's up here rather than down here. And that's what I'm going to say. Beat-wise as well, to be honest. But check it out. Detales, spelled Detales. Pump that. We'll throw that graphic up for them.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll go with that outro. Maybe we'll go with an outro today. I'll send you some music. Maybe we'll go with one of those outros, because that shit cold, to be honest. Anyway. So, last game we watched, let's just segue to that.
Last game we played was against Charlotte.
Yeah.
That was last night. We're actually recording this on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, so we got to be ready for Chicago, and I think
whatever happens tonight against Chicago, you would have already seen it. We were oblivious to it when we recorded this.
Yeah, but I will say this. I think they win that game against Chicago because I think Charlotte flexed on them. And I don't know why Charlotte flexed, because you were playing half a team. I don't know why there was a celebration after every made bucket.
Shades of that Philadelphia game. I think it was game 4 in that series where the
wasn't
Raptors.
Shades. That was way more than that. That was every fucking play by every fucking player. Every player that made a shot did a celebration after on like every play.
Yeah, you know what? We follow the Raptors.
We did lose that game.
We definitely lost that game.
Yeah.
We follow the Raptors. We don't follow Charlotte. So maybe Charlotte themselves, they needed this. Maybe there was other games where they were down and out, and coaches told them, you need to show up for your teammates. You need to enjoy the game, and
That's
maybe
not the way.
that's what they gave us.
That's not the way. You look like a pussy. What are you doing? You look like the guy that fucking got a number and then ran and told his friends that he got a number. You look like the guy that got some coochie for the first time and you ran and told your friends that you got some coochie. Like, it's unnecessary.
Yeah, but you know what it comes
82 games.
You know what it comes
72.
You know what it comes down to for me?
What?
It's, you ever hear that expression, act like you've been there before?
Oh,
Well,
yes.
Charlotte ain't been there in a while.
That's not. You play for Jordan.
True, but I'll put it to you this way. If the Raptors did that bullshit, the city would have a problem with it. We'd call them out on it. The press would call them out on it, and so on and so forth. Charlotte, they have a winning record for the first time in... So they don't know
Yeah,
how to
they're
act.
above 500 for the first time since they were 6-5 this season.
The funny thing is, if you look at that roster, if you look at Gordon Hayward, was he acting up like the rest of them?
No, Gordon was not. But I also didn't see Gordon being like, "Hey guys, shut the fuck up."
No, but maybe that's not Gordon's personality.
Needs to be now. You're the veteran.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at it when I say Gordon Hayward has been on some teams that have won. He was in Utah and they were winning games. He became an All-Star. He went to Boston. They were winning games. He became an All-Star, right? So the part of the reason why I'm not afraid of Charlotte is because instead of emulating the
Because they
winners,
beat us to half a team for the first time.
instead of emulating the winners,
Yeah. Sorry.
nah, you got a point. But I'm just saying, instead of rolling with the winners, like Gordon Hayward, they're just a bunch of kids who are celebrating. It's kind of like that dunk. Sorry, Utah.
I think the problem is that
No, but it's kind of like that dunk. Everybody's talking about that dunk.
which dunk?
Ut-
Oh, when Utah. No,
Yeah,
but did you hear what he said?
But hold on.
What did he say?
Hold on. Let
Okay,
me just
go ahead.
finish the thought.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that dunk. Sorry, Utah, but that was an epic dunk. Who won the game?
It was good.
Who won the game?
We did.
So in Minnesota, they're all going crazy about that dunk. At least they have that dunk. Thank you. We'll take the W.
Yeah, but
You can win the battle. We'll take the war. It's all
okay.
good.
But I want, and this goes back to what we talked about last week with culture, right? As long as that went, or the week before last week. What I want is people to understand and to when they, because fans really actually do have some pull on how your franchises go. I want people to understand, don't cheer for that shit. You know what I mean? It's a great, yes, cheer for the dunk, but don't cheer for the dunk through the loss or over the loss.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to cheer for that shit, but we give so many, like, LaMelo Ball is all over highlights in games that he loses. And I understand that, but, like, I understand it was great to watch and so on and so forth, but it's also great to watch winning basketball. And we should be highlighting that, right? sometimes winning basketball is boring, but you know why it's boring? Because winning basketball is fundamentals, and
Yeah.
I want more fundamental players. I want more players that don't need to have a highlight. I want less Kyries. I wanted to talk about Kyrie today because I think he's the best scorer in the league, but I don't think he's a winner. I don't give a fuck if he won. I want to fucking talk about more winning basketball. The Raptors play winning basketball because they don't have the talent to be winners way above 500, but they win games because they're well coached, they're coachable, they play hard, and they play the right way. There's a handful of teams that do that in this league and get no coverage. Charlotte is not one of them.
This is true, and you're going to hate me for what I say next.
Oh, I hate you already.
All right, what I'm going to say next is, what's that shit Dave Chappelle said?
Wrap
Wrap
it up,
B.
B. It's off B. You gonna hold that? I'm upset.
I thank you all for tuning in this week.
We are having a shot. To close this out, absolutely, Chef.
Yeah. Shout out my man Chef Sherwood in the kitchen holding it down. Busy as
Fuck.
I didn't say it, he did.
Deuces.
Deuces?
Deuces.
Salute.
All right, guys. Staff meetings all around. Oh, we're doing it. Well, you got greasy hands, Chef?
Yeah, I'm okay. Love you, boys.
Likewise, huh?
Mad love, homie. I'm stopping that because when it gets corrupted, we're fucked.